Dearly departed. Sorry, Morro, you're dead. Is he? Let's talk about this. So, of course we do know, after the Season 3 Part 1 conclusion, another thing pretty much spoils Morro up Holla. Well, not Holla, pretty much sucks him in all things, right? Sucked him in, took his soul. What does that mean? We're here to discuss, to find out how does this work? So, in short, let's talk about this quickly. Is Morro dead? I don't think so. And that I don't think so doesn't help. Now, obviously, Morro had a second chance of life. He didn't choose to die. And he also he hasn't chosen to move on either. Being sucked up by Thunder Thing is just like how everyone else was sucked up by Thunder Thing. Just he couldn't turn Holla. Pretty much. So I find that super interesting. However, what is really next for the character of Morro? If we were to go somewhere else with Morro, I think the most likely decision to take Morro, in my opinion, is for him to either join the ninja team or move past the spectral lanes. I think that's a concurrence, but at the same time, sticking to the spectral lanes is a good thing. It's going to need its protector and a hero. Why not it be Morro? It makes perfect sense. Now, the interesting question is Morro dead? If I was a betting man, I would definitely say Morro is still alive for one particular reason. Now, the Temple Bounty set that I'm going to review sometime this weekend was supposed to include Morro. I think it was just a last-minute change, similar to the Legacy Destinies bounty was going to have every main character, including Gauntlet, with his hairpiece, but it being Kai's but in black, was going to have all those minifigs, and the bounty was going to look a bit different. Now, concept-wise, there was supposed to be the Morro minifig and another Forbidden 5 member. I can't remember which one it was. But at the last minute, those two figures were pulled out. I don't know why. And I'll probably go over that in my video of why I think the amount of minifigs that's in it is pretty good. But it makes sort of no sense when you think about it. Even in the Dragonian Storm Village, why was Morro realistically included there? It was only there to get a good set for 3 exclusive figures, and that's it. However, we're talking about Morro, and it's more important that we're talking about Morro in the Season 3 Part 2 sets, because we haven't seen him so far. Is he technically dead? I would like to say no, because it makes sense. If Morro's helping the ninja in one set, and in this set he's dead, supposedly, I don't know. Also, majority of the time we see Morro, he's got those green eyes. We haven't seen Morro with just the black eyes, like the other side of the face. Obviously, they could have just included that for a legacy contribution, but they obviously need to show off that sort of side as well. So I think if Morro comes back, he might be more humanized than ever? Question mark. But green. But who's to say? I think it'd be an interesting choice what they do with Morro next. I think bringing him back would be good. I think Dragon's Rising has an interesting story they're telling with Master Wu as well. How he's made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, Master Wu has made a lot of mistakes by not telling the ninja stuff. But the mistakes of, like, Morro, the Hands of Time, Asphira, they're all consequences that the ninja have either got themselves into, or those villains have got themselves into themselves. Not the other way around. It wasn't like Master Wu said to Morro, you gotta do this for me, because you need to be evil. He didn't do that purposely. It was a mistaken thing. He didn't know how far Morro would go. Same with the End of Time. They got corrupted pretty easily. It's just that sort of a logic. Now, it'd be interesting to see where they adapt Morro next. I'm interested to see where that goes, but I think keeping Morro around for the Master Wu's story is good, and it's hinted in the episode anyhow. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.